Upon the vast rolling plains of North America, a remarkable story unfolded. This is the story of a people who came to define this immense landscape. They were known as the Numunu, or the people. The world would come to know them as the Comanche. Their journey began not on the open grasslands, but in the rugged mountains of what is now Wyoming. They were once part of a larger group, the Shoshone. Sometime around the year 1700, a profound shift occurred. Small bands began a great migration, moving southward, drawn by new opportunities and a changing world. This migration would forever alter their destiny and the history of the American West. Their new home was an ocean of grass, stretching from the Arkansas River in the north to the heart of Texas in the south. This territory, which they would come to dominate, was called Comanche. It was a land of dramatic horizons and immense natural wealth. Great herds of bison, millions strong, roamed these plains. These magnificent creatures were the lifeblood of the prairie, providing food, shelter, and tools. For the Comanche, to live here was to live in synchrony with the bison, following their ancient migratory paths. Their initial life on the plains was one of walking hunters, a challenging and often precarious existence. The landscape itself shaped their spirit and their culture. The endless sky, the dramatic thunderstorms, the whispering winds of the prairie. They learned the secrets of this land with an intimacy few could match. They knew where to find water in the dry seasons and shelter from the biting winter winds. Every creek, every bluff, every hidden valley held meaning. This deep connection to their environment was fundamental to their survival. It was the foundation upon which they would build a powerful and enduring nation, one that would soon rise to unprecedented heights of influence and power. This initial period was one of adaptation and discovery. As they moved south, they encountered new challenges and new peoples. They were a relatively small group, forging a new identity. Far from their ancestral mountain home, their success was not yet guaranteed, but within them was a spirit of resilience and a remarkable capacity for change. An event was on the horizon that would not only ensure their survival, but would transform them. The arrival of a new animal was about to change everything. The true beginning of the Comanche Empire was not marked by a battle or a treaty, but by the arrival of an animal. The horse, first brought to the continent by the Spanish, had been slowly spreading north. When the Comanche encountered these creatures, their world was revolutionized. They did not simply learn to ride, they mastered the horse in a way no other people had before. The horse became an extension of themselves, a partner in hunting, a partner in travel, a partner in warfare. This newfound mobility let them traverse the plains with astonishing speed and efficiency. They transformed from pedestrian hunters into swift and powerful masters of their domain. Their skill on horseback was legendary, a source of awe and fear for all who witnessed it. A Comanche warrior could ride with unparalleled grace and daring. They could lean far down the side of a galloping horse, using its body as a shield, while accurately firing a bow and arrow from underneath its neck. This unique form of mounted archery made them devastatingly effective in combat. Young children learned to ride almost as soon as they could walk, developing a natural bond with their mounts. This deep equestrian culture was the cornerstone of their military prowess and their economic dominance. With the horse, the bison hunt was transformed into an efficient, coordinated pursuit, creating surplus wealth. Hides, meat, and other resources could be traded with neighboring tribes and even with European settlers. By the mid-18th century, the Comanche had established themselves as the undisputed power of the southern plains. Their domain, Comancheria, was a vast empire they fiercely defended. Their military strength, built on peerless horsemanship and tactical brilliance, allowed them to control a huge network of trade and tribute. Neighbors on the edges of their territory either paid tribute for protection or faced devastating raids. They were also shrewd diplomats and power brokers, forming a powerful and enduring alliance with the Kiowa. Together, they controlled the plains, shared hunting grounds, and joined forces against common enemies. For over a century, this alliance and vast trading network underpinned their regional dominance. They raided deep into Mexico, capturing horses, mules, and captives to trade across the frontier. This raiding and trading economy made them wealthy and deeply feared. Their expansion brought direct conflict with the Spanish and later the Mexicans in the south. For decades, New Spain's northern frontier was defined by its relationship with the Comanche, who halted colonial expansion. They set the terms on their own land, a golden age from roughly 1750 to 1850. At their zenith, they controlled a territory larger than many European nations, with a booming economy and unmatched cavalry. They forged a unique horse culture that let them dominate one of North America's most challenging environments. Mid-19th century newcomers signaled the beginning of the end for the Comanche way of life. Anglo-American settlers, backed by the US government, and the slaughter of bison struck at the heart of their world. Relentless campaigns and a vanishing bison herd proved too much. By the late 1870s, they surrendered and moved to Oklahoma. Confined to small parcels, traditions forbidden, they faced disease and poverty, a period of immense loss and trauma. Yet their spirit endured. Today, the Comanche Nation preserves language, culture, and history, a legacy of adaptation, independence, and resilience, written beneath the vast open sky.